So the last 2 days market was pretty good in my opinion. We have a lot of long and short plays across all market caps. Lots of follow through on the range, whether it's breaking out or breaking down. Today wasn't the case in my opinion. Today was very choppy. I got chopped up a little bit, so I'm a little bit frustrated today, but can't be too greedy. We had 2 amazing days, yesterday and the day before. So the first one is Peloton. This is one that I made money on the short side and then on the long side yesterday. You can see the stock sold off from $95 all the way down to $81. There was some negative news regarding Peloton, and some of the products were being recalled because some children got hurt and there was 1 death as well. So obviously that's very negative news for the company, and the stock also has earnings today after close. So that selling off into earnings, that's never a good sign. And also yesterday this thing was very, very heavy. I was short early on around $93. I covered some small and I tried reshorting on the bounces essentially. And when I was covering for, thinking that this thing is going to bounce and reverse, they just never did. So I covered all my shorts here. And over here is where I tried the small bounce play. When it stayed heavy on that scalp, I got out of the scalp. And then, I was thinking, okay, we might tank for another $86. Another scalp short, covered everything, and then after I covered, the stock just took off the bottom, and this thing cracked from $86 all the way down to $81. So it was very heavy yesterday, and I think for some parts of the day yesterday, SPY was also selling off as well. But it's also only once it starts setting in some bottom. And you can see reversal coming in, lots of volume on the 2-minute chart I have here. In this market, I was telling everyone in my trading community that you can't catch the falling knife because this is not the buy the dip market, in my opinion. It's a wait for the dip to confirm, and you see actual buying volume coming back in, then you can long the bounce. It's not about trying to catch the falling knife at 83, 82, 81 and get stopped out at the very bottom, only to see a stock actually reverse back to 83 and 85, almost $86. So the bounces in this market, at least so far, have been weak. There are definitely still good bounces, because when I longed $83, this thing bounced all the way to 84, 85, 85.70s. That's where I got out of it. And you can see once I got out, this thing just went back all the way back to the lows of the days, $83, 82s, and this thing actually gapped down today and continue lower. I think it's trading around actually today's a bounce day for Peloton, went back to $85. But yesterday, this was a clean trade yesterday on the short side and then on the long side. But today I got chopped up on Peloton, both long and short. I was short early on, and then when it went red to green, I covered, I went long, and then the breakout was just kept on a lot of pressure around the same $85 area. So that was frustrating. But so yesterday's action was definitely cleaner. Second trade from yesterday was a loss. ATNX, this stock, I had the right thesis for the short side. You can see once it tests that 560s, 570s, double top, obviously reject and sold off. But I kept my stops too tight. I was scaling in short. I got stopped out twice, actually. Once here at 565s, 570s. And the second time, again, around the same place. Because I saw the volume, it was very strong on tape. I thought it was going to squeeze to $6. So I still got stopped out twice on the short side. And you can see after I got stopped out, I didn't go back in, but the stock just tanked. Had some decent bounces, I guess. And then back to test the same area again, 560s, 570s, and just sold off into the 450s. So a lot, like I said earlier, same regards to Peloton, a lot of the breakouts are not holding up in this market. So just gotta be careful. There's a time to be long and there's a time to be short. So another one from yesterday was PRPO. You can see this stock, had a huge gap up Well, actually, maybe this is from the day before, but had a huge gap up after the close of around $5 from previous day. Gapped up pre-market, and then I did start shorting a little early with a starter size, but once it starts holding, I cut out once, stopped out once, 650, stopped out again around 680s, and this is when this thing squeezed all the way to $9. So good stop, good stop. And then after that $9 squeeze out, that's where I scaled in most of my short position. 860, I didn't top tick. Again, I wasn't trying to top tick. This is one of the kind of stocks that you wanna short after all the early shorts, like myself, early on was squeezed out. So good covers, 840s, 820s, that's where I started scaling in. Especially when it started becoming very heavy around $8. I was watching how it trades around $8 range. It just could not bounce. A lot of selling. Every single push was sold into. Very different price action from early on when the stock squeezed. So that's why I scaled in short, covered some, and re-added on the weak bounces here to 720s. And the stock just tanked all the way down to almost previous day close. $5. I re-shorted some, but I left most of it alone. If you look at this chart on PRPO, this looks very similar to what happened on NMRD today. So if you look at the way MRND traded today, this one I only long for a small scalp. I didn't short it because I didn't have locates today. But very similar chart on the daily. Again, huge run on the first day. Gapped up overnight. You can see overnight, and it gapped up to pre-market around $14. Had some small dip at the open. Yes, I didn't catch it. I was kind of trying to trade out the stocks, but you can see the same volume squeeze out. I had a small scalp, just a small scalp, but this is squeezed all the way to $15. I had thought it was gonna continue to $16, so instead of shorting it on the squeeze out, I'm just longing for that potential squeeze. I got out around 1520s. Decent little profit, not quite $1 a share, maybe like 80 cents per share. The rest of it I got stopped out. Didn't want to give back. Remember, this is the exact same chart as PRPO yesterday. When you had the second day morning push, squeeze out all the shorts, and all the longs are chasing the breakout, following chat room alerts at the high of the day. They were buying at $15. Yes, this thing did go to 1540s, but just continued selling off. After the shorts got exhausted out, and the longs got exhausted as well. So all the chasers who bought at 1415s, they were selling on the way down. You can see this thing literally couldn't bounce. It's worse than PRPO actually. You can see this thing just tanked from 14 down to 12, down to 11. Now it's at $9 and $8. And that's what I mean by there's a time to go long and there's a time to go short. And that's the reason this is just a scalp, because I'm anticipating that this might do the same thing that PRPO did. Squeeze out and then dump on all the longs and just no bounce city whatsoever. So I also want to go over a couple of the more frustrating trades today. Today, it's not like yesterday and the day before where we had some decent follow through. Today, I got chopped up both on the long side and the short side. I'm still ending the day like super tiny green. But to me, it's totally not worth it. I felt like today I had to work very hard to just make a small profit at the end of the day. So the first one is MRNA. I was long early on thinking that, okay, this is decent. We have some strong buying around 153s. You can see this thing gapped down with a negative patent news regarding the vaccine. So if you look at NVAX, BNTX, and a couple other vaccine makers like Pfizer, all their chart looks similar. Gap down with the negative news, and then started climbing back up. And this is why I was thinking, okay, it might form a trend higher. It might form a trend higher to fill the gap on the previous day close to 160s or 163s. So that's how I got long around 153. Decent entry, but I didn't get to build to full size. So I sold most of it here and tiny scalp here. This is where I was trying to build a position for the long, thinking, okay, this is a decent pullback. We might, continue. And nope, no follow through whatsoever. This thing, after this spike, it just started selling off. And it was very heavy with the market as well. So I got out of the re-long, gave back some profit from the first long, and I got chopped up, like I said. I did flip short here, looking at how weak it was on 150s, and I even added here 149s, covered half of it. This is where news came out with an update regarding the IP waiver that's being talked about in the United States, but Germany is actually blocking that, so not agreeing with what the policymakers are saying in the United States regarding their vaccine IPs. And a stock squeeze. So I got stopped out the rest of the short right here, 152, which really sucks, not gonna lie. So after that, I had some small shorts, and then longs, I got chopped up on this name, MRNA. So this name was a red ticker for me. It was choppy. It was hard to kind of like find the direction. Up here, I was trying to long, but just so weak as well. And you can see this thing sold off again to 155s, and now it's like chopping on the way up to 160s. So that was unfortunate. The other one I traded is a little bit better, I guess. This one was only a small loss on the long side, small win on the short side is NVAX. So this one, the long didn't work. You can see the morning push, similar to MRNA that I was looking for, didn't work out. So 161s, 162s, got stopped out starter size and got stopped out over here, 158. And after some low volume, like chop action around VWAP, you can say consolidated and reclaim that. And this is squeeze. So, of course, I missed the boat on that. I had a small scalp on the short side. So not gonna lie, today was kind of frustrating. And just a final reminder that to be very careful on these small cap, lower float, breakout moves, especially if it's on the second day or even on the third day. You can see this NMRD, even though this thing, yes, did break above yesterday's highs around, $12 and then 13s and then 14s pre-market. When it breaks out so fast and with such a high volume right out of the open, this is just a squeeze move, squeezing out the shorts, and especially the shorts who are trapped yesterday. So just squeezing everyone out. And especially after seeing that this kind of heavy selling after it breaks down the 14s and some supports around, even the 13s, if this thing isn't bouncing back to VWAP or even reclaiming some sort of support and staying so heavy, don't be trying to keep on longing these. Buying the dip works out well until the dips keep on dipping. So just a little bit caution. Be careful when you are longing these breakouts on the small caps. And I didn't have locates on this thing. I wish I did. This turned out would have been a very nice short from all the way from 15s, 14s, and now it's like cracking previous day close and going red on the day. So make sure to stay safe out there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.